So, imagine a criminal trying to fight Police Granny. This is what it would look like, and... oh, here we go! What's up, everybody? How's it going today? dakblake here, and today we are in the awesome world of Hello Neighbor, and you know, here, dakblake, me and you, we like to play games differently. We are going to be playing the game very differently here today. Instead of playing the game like normal, we are taking Police Granny and Police Neighbor and making them fight crime. And so you're probably thinking to yourself, dakblake, how are you going to do that? And what is Police Neighbor and Police Granny? Well, glad you asked, because today I've spent over 5 hours, I think, taking a bunch of models that people have created, which those people are amazing. Everything I have is down into the description, but I'm excited because I took a bunch of models and I put them in Blender, and I made all of these things possible where I'm allowed to basically put a hat on Granny. You know, we got the neighbor with a police hat, and we made everything kind of just run smooth, as well as add animations to everything. I'm excited to show you. There's a lot today. So let's jump in. We have the police car that we had in the police neighbor mod thing that I did. I'm excited because it's very different. As you can see, the neighbor is one color, and ooh, look at those light rays. Those are nice. But the neighbor is one color. I was trying to put everything into the game, and it was like, I was like, hey game, this is the neighbor. Can I make him his normal colors? And the game was like, no, he's one color, right? So, I guess we can make the story here today that he's all in face paint and camo, and he's ready to go. And we have a new recruit here, Police Granny. So she has a very nice police hat on. Everything is going great. Her hand, why is her hand on? That's not right? That would make her fingers go backwards. So it turns out the entire hand is just wrong. But yeah, I guess we're going through here today. So yeah, we've got the police neighbor and Police Granny. I guess we can make a story. We always make a story, and I guess the story is that I guess the neighbor, you know, was tired of getting his house broken into, so he's like, you know what, I'm gonna become a police officer. And Granny, I guess, is just, you know, she joined the ride here and there, and now she's like, I want to help out any way I can. I just noticed she's holding her bat, like, as if she had it in a gun, like, you know, like holding it like a gun. What is going on? So yeah, it took me over 5 hours to add in like a bunch of animations, and I'm like starting to remember, because like when I make the first animation, I put it in and make everything run smoothly. Towards the end I start to forget what I put in, so it's a nice surprise going on through. So let's say we start on a nice Tuesday afternoon. There was a lot of crime going on recently, and these two are here to inspect everything that's going on. They've got reports of a house with a burglar around it, and he's trying to sneak out and, you know, try to find a house. And so we have our two characters, our two heroes here today, and they're trying to solve the crime. Okay, so I ate all the donuts, but I mean, you can't get mad at me because, you know, we have several cases here. I can't get mad at you. You ate everything on the ride over here. You told me I would get one, and then you ate it all. I mean, come on. That's no way to talk to me. You donuts. We have donuts. You owe me donuts. We have a crime here to stop. So, as weird as the dialogue is, we have some unusual characters here today. We have the neighbor, who looks just like camo police neighbor. We have Granny. I find it so nice, her having that police hat. It kind of took me a little bit, but I tried to like weld it together. You know, I took the old the model and I put it into a 3D program and tried to put it together. I think it looks kind of nice. All right, so we're moving on to our next animation over here. We have our two police officers here. We got Police Neighbor and Police Granny, and Granny's scouting out the scene. She is serious. She's looking around. She's trying to find somebody. She just saw somebody go around the corner. This is actually exciting because I got another character to go through, but like, there's nobody there. Granny, they're gone. Hey, they're gone. They're around the corner. Why are you checking so much? If I keep looking, maybe they'll show up. If I keep looking, there. Okay, wait, right now. No. Right now. No. Okay, so as we go forward, I added in a criminal. I tried to find somebody that looked like a criminal, and this is actually like, it's a model that like really fits into the game. So this, I think, was like, it's supposed to be somebody who was like a hacker, but I have like a cool like hoodie on and like a mask, and it really does look like a criminal going through. I guess we can call him Colonists. It's like a mix of Colin and like Cornelius, so we have Colonists. So Colonists uses his skills to go around and try to scope out the house, but he ends up noticing 2 police officers arriving onto the scene, and those are our police heroes today. So we can go back and kind of make it so that our story is like, the neighbor's supposed to be training Granny, right? So if the neighbor's training Granny, Granny's not supposed to go off on her own, and the neighbor makes that clear. He's like, you know, you can't go off and do your own thing. You're sticking by me, and, you know, she's trying to be all serious about it and thinks it's like a super secret operative mission, and he's kind of just like, what are you doing? We go over here to check things out, and then when we find stuff, that's when we attack. But this is where everything goes wrong. She hears something, walk over here, and this is where she goes off on her own. So Granny's nervous, and I guess with our story, we could just say, like, she heard him go around the corner. She heard him go around, and is like, I know he's here. I know I'm not supposed to go off on my own, but I know he's here and I can handle this. I'm Granny. I've beaten a few people in my day. Little did she know that the criminal would go around the corner, find a power outlet, and like, he's hitting it with his fingers. It's supposed to be a punch animation. Oh man, this looks so bad. So yeah, he's supposed to be like punching it, but it kind of just looks like he's like swiping a credit card, like bloop, 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 bloop. Unexpected item in bagging area. So Colonist, which is such a weird name, is trying to break this, and let's just say in our story, he breaks it and it emits like a crazy sound. And I guess I can go with the hacker thing. Like, this model is originally supposed to be like a hacker. Let's just say like maybe he has some super kinetic powers with his hand, and he can put it through and just break electronics. I don't know. It sounds cool. She's kind of a superhero, supervillain kind of thing. Let's say he breaks it, but it kind of bursts into agonizing sound, and Granny just can't stand it, and so she's standing there, and it's like this sound, and it's breaking. I guess I didn't want to put in a sound that's so unbearable that we couldn't listen to it, but I guess in our world, as we're observing it, Granny's, wow, geez, she is like an agony. Gee, that is a weird animation. It repeats, so it could be a dance. You never know. All right, so I guess at that point, you know, Granny is lost. He gets away, and she has to report back to the neighbor. I mean, he wouldn't be happy, right? Now, he lost her over there. She ran around and was, like, trying to find him, and she was all by herself. So, Granny really, like, made a mistake, and now the neighbor would be furious. So here we are. It's Wednesday afternoon. Granny lost the case, and has returned back to the neighbor's house. It's been a day, and the neighbor took the day off. He was so mad that he lost the criminal. Granny went off by herself, and she wasn't trained enough, and now the neighbor is really mad. Granny shows up on this day and tries to see if she can settle things. Sir, I lost the criminal. I know, I've been following you, and I saw you're not supposed to go off by yourself. I'm trying to train you here, and you disobeyed me. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I thought I could deal with it myself. Well, you should have known. You should have known to listen. I will next time. I'm sorry. So our hero Granny contemplates everything. With time on her hands and a criminal at large, she has to solve this case. I'm having so much fun so far. There is so much we can do in this. Like, just the creativity is like endless. There's just so many possibilities. Like the fact that we can take our idea, like, let's take Granny, make her a police officer, and make her fight crime with the neighbor. That just sounds so bizarre, but it's possible. So let's just say, you know, Granny goes door to door, and she's like knocking, and she's trying to find, you know, instances where she can find the criminal. And she realized there's a series of patterns. Now, let's just say our character, she comes up to our house one day and is like, did you notice any criminal coming through? And I was like, yeah, just the other day, you know? There was this guy, and he was wearing this mask, and I stopped him, but he ended up leaving. And she was like, you know, when was that? And I was like, Monday. And she's like, Monday? There was a criminal, you know, scooting around this house Tuesday. And she realized the criminal, you know, was going around these houses every single day. So this was Monday. This was Tuesday. Wednesday, you know, it was probably that house. So she runs down there, you know? So she heads down to this house, and she asks, like, hey, so on Wednesday, did a criminal come through? And Wednesday was the day that she was at the neighbor's house. And so they were like, in fact, yeah, somebody stole our TV and we don't know who. So that would leave only one option, that on Thursday, in this theoretical time frame, that this house would be the next house that he goes to. But Granny wasn't gonna make the same mistake, you know? If she goes to that house alone, the guy's just gonna run away. So she was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until Sunday. That'll leave him, you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It'll leave him 2 days to kind of get, you know, houses and think that, oh, this is gonna happen. I've done it 2 more days. And then on the Sunday, she was gonna get him. She ends up heading down to a farm and realizes that there's something suspicious on the side. She notices a file cabinet, and in this file cabinet are papers with the same illustrations as the criminal, as if it was kind of his supervillain persona. And she realized that this must be where he lives. So given this information, she waits until Sunday. You know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This would be the house. She knows who the guy is, and she finally finds him. She waits around here, you know, thinking he's gonna show up. So she shows up, she like shouts out his name. She goes, Colonist, I know it's you. So she waits here and she ends up finding him. He shows up and she's like, Colonist, I know it's you and I'm here to stop you. And so instead of like trying to handcuff him, she tries to fight him because she's Granny, you know? And so I put in like the fight animations, and usually this is my favorite part. We usually do it up the... Why are there no windows on the house? What? They're over there. I didn't even notice. There was just a car sitting there the entire time with all the windows of the house. What? Can we open the door? We can open the door. What? All right. So, yeah. So as I was saying, we always save the fight animation. So imagine a criminal trying to fight Police Granny. This is what it would look like. And... oh, here we go! This is my favorite animations always. So, we have a fight animation, and this I think we've seen before with other models, and so we have what I think is what's called Fight A and Fight B, and we actually have an insane looking fight. It looks really choreographed and nice, but it's like, why isn't Granny using her bat? You'll never win! You will not defeat me! Leave me alone, Grandma! Police Granny's fighting off this criminal, and... she ends up like fighting him all the way over to the backside of the neighbor's house. So she fought him for so long that I guess they're talking through it, and she's just like, you know what, I've caught you, you've done your last thing, and he's just standing there like, you won't catch me. But she does, you know. Hey, and there's the other police officer. Here's baby police officer, he's doing his duties. And so we have our animations here today. I think, did I think I added in some more up here. So, you know, we just like to mess around, and I think I added in some mess around animations. All right, so behind this door, I think I put a dancing animation, so we always like to do dancing animations, and, I guess, I can't really remember what I did, but behind this, just imagine what it would be like really imagine it. What would Police Granny look like if she was dancing? I think it would look like the most bizarre thing in the world. So, let's see, what is it? Oh my gosh, every single time. Wow, the light is coming through so much. What is this dance? I don't even know what I put, but her head just looks so off. It looks kind of what it would look like if it was a flash mob. Like, it doesn't look like normal dancing. Granny, are you okay? What are you doing? Oh man, it looks like she's really focused. Like, there should be more background dancers with her. Taking a step, and then you go whoop, whoop. You move this way, boom, boom. Hit that arm, go, turn, hit it. Yeah. Okay, Granny, you enjoy your dancing in there. Have fun. We're gonna see what we put behind here. What did I do? What did I put behind here? Every time we have the neighbor, this is always the same thing, and I always just kind of forget. I mean, I think I remember it a little bit, but it always just surprises me. He's just sitting there looking at me. Oh, without anything in his hand, it kind of just looks like he's pointing at me. He's like, look at that dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is the best one. That is the best one so far. So we are messing around, having a fun time. We have these animations, and they are just so beautifully put together. just weaving together a random story of just nonsense that we have created, but we have used our imaginations and had some fun here today. We've had, I guess, really dressed up camo police neighbor. This guy is super serious and into his job. And then we have police granny, new to the force, new to whatever she's doing, but she does it her own way. Alright, so you're probably thinking to yourself, dakblake, you always do a giant thing, you know, at the end of your videos. I guess what we can do is, I think I want to see most is a flash mob of that dancing granny, but super giant with a bunch of herself, you know? That would be pretty cool. I think I'll try that right now. Okay, so we're back into the game. I just added a lot of giant versions of that dancing granny up there. I can kind of see it. I saw it. Oh man, it was so weird. Oh man. Yeah, it looks like a group. Like that, those are the dancing police grannies. We could just call those the dancing grannies. That's their new, they're like a, you know, there's a boy band. This is a girl band, you know, where she's dancing. That's what it looks like. It just looks like somebody's dancing to like pop music. But yeah, it works really good. And I guess this is the main granny. Yeah, that's it. So I think I'm gonna leave it here. We've done a lot today. We have a fight down there. We have a dancing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grannies. We have talking grannies over here with the neighbor. And we have just had a blast. Hopefully, I made you smile. This took me a lot of time to complete. So, if you liked it, please slap a like on there. If you're new, please subscribe. We are almost at 500K. We are growing so fast. And we're going to be creating some more stuff soon. I want to make my own texture mod for Granny. And I'm excited because I'm so new to it. But I think it's going to be pretty fun. So thank you guys. I'll see you in that next video. And as always, peace out, my dudes!